Greetings, my name is Andrew R. Tonry, and I am out at the Portland International Raceway for the Portland Sentinel to check out the basic kind of police automobile training they do out here, and also to get a peek at the Dodge Charger and the more classic police car, the Crown Victoria, and kind of just see what the two are all about.
We were out here last year for 7 weeks, just Portland.
7 weeks?
Yeah, because it took so many people to get through driving. I mean, we're talking 1,000 people department. We're the biggest around. We do what's called in-service training each year, and that's you have to come and do 40 hours. So we try and get driving in every couple of years.
What is the most intensive aspect of the training?
The pursuits are probably the hardest because not only are you driving, you got to talk on the radio, update where you're at. Those things we talked about earlier, you know, it's all in your head, how to properly make this vehicle do what you need to do and be in control and know your environment and everyone around you, because you got to keep them safe and you got to be safe and smart. And the hardest thing to teach is to just stop and terminate. It's not worth a pursuit.
Do you feel like what's out here is everything you need to do the training properly? No?
The problem here is it's closed course, so if I'm another patrol car, instead of having to think my way where might they go, I can sit there because I know they're going to get there, right? It's a closed course. A lot of training facilities across the country, you got crossroads, you got, you know, so you have to think ahead. How can I set up on this?
Okay, 1321.
To learn more about the two cars and the Dodge Charger in particular, I went out to visit with Jim Schindler, the Portland Police Bureau's fleet manager.
It's newer technology. The Crown Vic, this particular model, it's the Panther platform, has been made since 1998. So it's a 10-year-old platform, which in the auto industry is very old. You know, it does ride smoother. It doesn't bounce around like the Ford. It is very quick, and so you get up to speed very quickly. But that's a plus too, because a lot of times you're dealing with a fender or anything, and the faster you get up onto them, it gives them less chance that they may not want to stop. They may drive over their head because it feels better, but that's what's nice about that traction control, and the because it can save people to where in the Crown Vic they probably would have stopped or they would have crashed. You know, we have not had any crashes with these due to speed, losing control, anything like that. This won't hold up as well in a in a bad wreck. I mean, we're going to probably total cars where we can repair the Crown Vic.
And the final, like, ready to go, outfitted final price on the Charger is?
Those cost us about, let's say about $40,000.
And the Crown Vic?
About 32.
It's pretty substantial.
Yeah, but the Crown, and like I said, it was just the outfitting cost. It was, for some reason, these were more labor intensive to get all the equipment in versus the Crown Vic. And
that's probably not including the labor cost, or
that's everything.
That's everything.
That's including. One thing is it's a new car. Mechanics
just takes them a little longer.
Takes a little longer because they're not familiar. We've been doing Crown Vics and have a system down for the Crown Vics for a long time. So, you know, and I weigh that. I didn't like the bigger cost, but you know, I weigh it out. So.
Familiarity is also an issue for officers who, believe it or not, don't always prefer to drive the Dodge Charger in the field. Some say it can be difficult to see out of. And then there are other concerns.
It impresses me is you don't realize how fast you're going.
No,
you don't. And when you come into some of this stuff, you're seconds behind the input. You know what I mean? You're seconds behind where you should have started your braking. So it's just something to keep in mind, because that tree or baby buggy or whatever is not going to move. They're going to panic and stop.
Okay, 1321.
So after taking a few laps and getting a few pointers from Officer Bender, who handles most police training here, I was able to get behind the wheel of both cars and take a couple fast laps around the track, which was pretty exhilarating. The new Dodge Charger is just a really hot car compared to the older Crown Victoria. Its traction control handling is amazing. I mean, it makes the Crown Vic feel like you're skating across a frozen pond in shoes, and the Dodge Charger is like high-performance ice skate. You can really cut and weave and go, and it's a whole lot more powerful. It's 100 horsepower, stronger than the Crown Vic, and in the pickup and the feeling of speed and all that, it really shows. So I'd like to thank the Portland Police for giving me this opportunity, and this is Andrew Tonry for the Portland Sentinel signing out.